Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am here live at Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts, to bring you some boys volleyball action between the hosting Brookline High Warriors and the visiting Braintree High Womps. Sorry, I'm getting my schools mixed up there for a second. But no, it is Brookline versus Braintree, and it is senior day. This game was originally going to be on Monday. It ended up getting postponed. So right in the middle of a postseason push in the Bay State Conference tournament, Brookline's here playing their last regular season game. You know, it's not 2021 if you don't have something silly like this happening. I feel like at this point it's just kind of a prerequisite for this year for there to be something crazy like this going on. So at least they're filling their quota. So a number of seniors to be honored for the Brookline Warriors here today for their senior day game. Among them, Adam Danker, Oliver Kirwan, Kevin Lee, Nathan Lee, Matthew Liu, Toby Mendels, Zachary Orlando Milbauer, Stanley Pang, Wes Price, Corey Zeto, Coda Sukada, Briano Ufano Dem, and Julian Vesneski. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me mute this for a second. Let me mute this for a second. My apologies for the brief interruption there, folks. Was running into one of the parents, but, you know, I appreciate the gratitude. I appreciate the gratitude I've been hearing from all of the parents that have come up to me, all those of you who have posted comments on my videos, you know, posted likes, subscribed to the channel, all of that. I appreciate, you know, any level of support I get. So as you can see from the scoreboard clock, we're about 2.5 minutes away. So with a game upon us, I'll take a quick look at the Braintree lineup. I'll give the Brookline lineup in a second, but first for the visiting Braintree High Womps. They have number 5, Amog Arunkumar, which I might be pronouncing wrong, so if there are any Braintree parents on here that know how this name is pronounced, please, please correct me. I don't want to be flubbing this the entire match, if possible. Then they have number 12, Truk Bui. Again, if I'm flubbing these, please tell me. Number 8, Brian Gow. Number 11, Liam Garrity. Number 18, Brandon Lynn. Number 14, Daniel McDonald. Number 17, Christopher O'Brien. Number 4, Benjamin Sullivan. Number 23, Tyler Tang. Number 15, Nicholas Volpe. And then what looks to be their libero, who's either number 2 or number 7, and that's Roger Wong. So those are the players for Braintree. That's their full roster. And now I'll give a look over of the varsity roster for the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Starting off, number 21, one of our seniors being honored here today, Zachary Orlando Milbauer. Next up, number 2, another senior, Corey Zeto. And then number 28, Nikhil Wong. Number 16, another senior, Wes Price. Number 23, another senior, Toby Mendels. Next up is number 3, another senior, Coda Sukada. And then another senior, number 14, Adam Danker. Next up, number 1, Jacob Smagula. Number 8, Fletcher Poon. Number 15, another senior, Briano Ufano Dem. Another senior, number 11, Kevin Lee. Another senior, number 38, Stanley Pang. Another senior, number 18, Julian Vesneski. And then we have number 31, Charlie Perdue. Number 32, Cam Gilek. And then rounding out the roster, number 27, Jason Rich. So that's the roster for Brookline. It looks like for their lineup right now they have got Vesneski, Pang, Price, Orlando Milbauer, Danker, and Zeto. One of them might be checking in for what looks like Coda Sukada, who's wearing a libero jersey today. Usually the libero is number 1, Jacob Smagula. But it looks like Coda Sukada is going to be another one, is going to be one of our liberos. And then another one, a guy I don't usually see. It looks like we've got number 4, Nathan Lee, as the other one wearing a libero jersey. So Sukada does in fact check in. And he replaces Adam Danker. Over on the Braintree side, they've got number 5, Amog Arun Kumar. Number 4, Benjamin Sullivan. Number 12, Truk Bui. Number 2, Roger Wong. Number 14, Daniel McDonald. And number 11, Liam Garrity. Looks like it'll be Corey Zeto on the opening serve for the Warriors. And here we go. Serve is up and over. It's received and then set, and the spike by Arun Kumar is taken by Vesneski. Set by Zeto. Spike by Pang is going to go long. So the first spike attempt from Brookline goes long, aiming for the far corner. A nice idea on the roll shot by Pang, but just missed there. And serving now will be number 14, Daniel McDonald. Up and over it goes. Dug out by Orlando Milbauer, followed up by Zeto. Tapped over by Vesneski. Taken, and then followed up, and then a spike by Garrity is blocked by Vesneski. They recover it, set it up. This is number 4 tapping it over, taken by Orlando Milbauer. Kept alive by Zeto. Spiked over by Vesneski, taken by Wong. Followed up by number 14, and then sent down for the kill by number 4, Benjamin Sullivan. Sullivan had a couple of nice plays during that rally, and Braintree takes a 2-0 lead over the Warriors. McDonald lines back up to serve. Another serve by McDonald, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, tapped over by Price, but blocked back. Price recovers, sets for Zeto, and now Pang taps it over, taken by McDonald, set up, and then bumped over by Garrity, but it's going to go long. Brookline now on the board. They trail 2-1, and it'll be Vesneski taking the serve. Vesneski sends it up and over. It's taken by Garrity, set by McDonald. The spike by Sullivan, another kill for Sullivan. Benjamin Sullivan off to a hot start for the Womps. They take a 3-1 lead over Brookline. Now this will be Arun Kumar taking the serve for Braintree. Serve up and over, taken by Sukada, followed up by Orlando Milbauer, pushed over by Sukada, deflected and then taken by McDonald. A spike by Sullivan is taken by Orlando Milbauer, but off the roof. A 4-1 start here for Braintree in the first set. Arun Kumar serves it over, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Spike by Orlando Milbauer is dug out by Arun Kumar, followed up by number 12, and not in a good enough position. Orlando Milbauer was there providing the pressure, but just a little too close to the net came that second hit from Truk Bui. Coda Sukada will be on the serve as Brookline trails 4-2 here in the first set. Sukada the serve, taken by Arun Kumar, followed up by McDonald, spike by Sullivan, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto, spike by Pang is blocked back, and that was Sullivan again. A little assistance from Liam Garrity, but I believe it was Benjamin Sullivan who got that block and gave Braintree a 5-2 lead. Sullivan now on serve, and that serve is not going to make it. It goes right back to Brookline. And it looks like Sullivan has subbed out for the libero Roger Wong. Meanwhile, the southpaw Stanley Pang will bring the serve for Brookline. Up and over it goes. Barely dug out and sent over on one. Taken by Sukada. Set Zeto. Spike by Danker is blocked. That was number 15, Nicholas Volpe. So the score, I believe, is 6-3, although the scoreboard hasn't quite caught up. And this will be Garrity on the serve. And that serve goes long. So the scoreboard reads 5-4, and maybe I'm just losing track of the points. But I could have sworn they had 6 by this point. Either way, it'll be Orlando Milbauer on the serve. Up and over it goes, taken by Arun Kumar. Followed up and sent over by Volpe, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto. Spike Vesneski is blocked, kept alive by Sukada, set up by Zeto. Long spike Orlando Milbauer, and dug out but off the wall. Roger Wong laid out for that one. A well-placed spike from mid-court by Orlando Milbauer as he sends this one over. It's taken by Wong, set by Garrity. Spike McDonald is blocked back by Zeto, recovered by Volpe, set by Garrity. Spike Volpe gets through for the kill. The kill by Nicholas Volpe gives Braintree what appears to be a 6-5 lead according to the scoreboard. Number 12, Truk Bui bringing the serve, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto. Spike Vesneski gets through the blockers this time. And that knots the score at 6 apiece. We got a couple substitutions. Coming in is number 9, Matthew Liu. And it looks like Wes Price is staying out there as well. And it'll be Matthew Liu on serve for Brookline. Up and over it goes, taken by Wong, set by Garrity. McDonald for the spike, dug out by Orlando Milbauer, followed up by Zeto, tapped over by Price, kept alive, set by Garrity, but they're going to call the double hit on Garrity. It was a nice dig by Daniel McDonald after a very well-placed tap by the middle hitter, Wes Price. But then the double hit gave the point to Brookline. Liu with the serve, coming in wide, received by McDonald, sent over on 2 by Volpe, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Long spike Orlando Milbauer is dug out by Bui and now set up for McDonald, who sends it over, taken by Price, set Zeto, tapped over by Price, well placed. Wes Price showing the touch on that one. He's gotten them a couple of points now off some very well-placed touch kills. Liu back on serve. Brookline up 8-6. High serve taken by Wong. Set by Garrity. Arun Kumar the spike. Taken by Orlando Milbauer. Set. Oh no, sent over on 2 by Zeto. Look at the clever move by Corey Zeto. You know, for a second it did seem like he was jumping higher than usual for the set. That could have been the tell, but who am I to say? Matthew Liu with the serve. They lead 9-6. Taken. Set by Garrity. A little too close to the net, and Zeto overpowers him. That was a match at the net between Amog Arun Kumar and Corey Zeto, and Zeto came away the winner there. 10-6, Brookline now leads. Finding their form behind the serves of one of their seniors, Matthew Liu. He sends this one over. It's taken, set by Garrity. Spike Arun Kumar deflected and then taken by Orlando Milbauer. Second hit by Price. Spike by Vesneski. Taken by Bui. Set Garrity. Spike by McDonald. Dug out. And then a battle at the net kept alive by Price. Bumped over by Orlando Milbauer. Taken by Wong. Set Garrity. Spike deflected and kept alive by Vesneski. Orlando Milbauer sends it over again. Taken by Bui. Set by Garrity. Spike is blocked. Wes Price rejects the spike from Daniel McDonald. We got a little trouble though here. It looks like Zeto is limping a little bit, a bit hobbled. Hopefully it's okay. We got a timeout called. And we certainly hope that it's nothing serious with Corey Zeto, as he does have a bit of a noticeable limp there, because he's been making all kinds of great points during this rally. During this run, rather, that Brookline is putting together. He had that nice tap kill on 2, overpowered Arun Kumar at the net for another one. I mean, that's the thing about setters. They're everywhere. They're part of the defense. They're part of almost every offensive play. Sometimes they decide to be the finisher on their offensive play when they decide to sneakily send one over on 2. And then a lot of times, Brookline likes to put their setters at the net to be one of their primary blockers. So they really ask a lot, whether it's Corey Zeto or Nikhil Wong. They ask a lot of these guys. And you got to give credit to them. Because an assist might not be the most glamorous stat, but I mean, these guys do a great job, is the point that I'm saying. Brookline 11, Braintree 6. Matthew Liu back on serve after the timeout. High serve taken by Arun Kumar, set by Garrity, tapped over by McDonald, but blocked back by Vesneski. They keep it alive, push it over by Garrity, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set Zeto, tap over by Price. They dig it out and they keep it alive again. Pushed over by Arun Kumar, dug out by Orlando Milbauer, set Zeto, tap again by Price. Can they recover this one? Just barely they get it over. Taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, a spike by Price this time, and they keep it alive again. Spike back by Vesneski, he missed it wide. Wow, what a wild sequence that was. Hats off to Braintree for keeping alive despite several well-placed hits by Brookline. They don't get the point there, though. Serve missed by Roger Wong. 12-7, and it'll now be Corey Zeto on serve, who seems to be okay now. That's good to see. You certainly don't want any players injured at any time, but definitely not one of your seniors on senior day. The serve by Zeto is taken by Bui, set by Garrity, tapped, and it's won by Sullivan, kept alive by Price, and then Zeto, and now Vesneski sends it over. Taken by Wong, set by Garrity, spiked by McDonald, deflected, and then taken by Zeto, followed up by Orlando Milbauer. This might be tough to get over. Vesneski tries and hits the ceiling. That tap in gym ceiling, it'll play tricks with you. 12-8 now the score, and it'll be Daniel McDonald on serve for the Womps. Sends it over, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spiked by Vesneski, taken by Bui, followed up by McDonald, spiked by Garrity, is taken by Sukada, followed up by Zeto. Now the spike from Pang off the net cord and then recovered by Bui, set by McDonald, spike Sullivan through the block for the kill. Ben Sullivan has been coming through with a bunch of really nice hits for Braintree here in this first set. He gets through the block attempt by Wes Price on that one. Score is now 12-9 Brookline. McDonald back on the serve. Taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto. Quick spike by Price, no one's stopping that one. Wes Price bringing 7 different kinds of smoke here. The tap kills and the laser quick spikes. 13-9 as Vesneski serves it over. Taken by Bui, set by McDonald, spiked by Sullivan right to the corner. I think the Brookline bench wanted either a long or a wide call there, but a very well-placed spike by Ben Sullivan. And Braintree takes the serve right back. Arun Kumar on serve. Off the net cord, and that's an ace. Arun Kumar gets the lucky bounce off the net cord. Nothing anyone could do about that. 13-11 now the score. Brookline leads by 2. Arun Kumar up and over, received by Sukada, set by Zeto. Orlando Milbauer, and no one is getting that one back. It's off the backboard. Roger Wong almost got a basket there, as he almost got it into one of those hoops on the side that's currently risen up. Powerful spike from Zachary. Orlando Milbauer does get the kill, and Brookline leads 14-11 with Sukada on serve. Serve up and over, taken by Arun Kumar. Set by McDonald, spiked by Sullivan, dug out by Sukada, and that's going to get him the point. Truk Bui tried to follow up the long on-one hit by Coda Sukada, who managed to just redirect the momentum of that spike from Sullivan. Brookline 15, Braintree 11, served by Sukada, taken by Bui, set by McDonald. Bui spikes it, what a laser. We got powerful hitters on both sides here today, folks. 15-12, Brookline leads. This will be Sullivan on serve now for Braintree as they trail Brookline by just 3. Sullivan the serve. Deflected a little awkwardly. Vesneski keeps it in play, and Orlando Milbauer sends it over. Taken by McDonald, bumped by Arun Kumar, spiked by Bui, dug out by Vesneski, kept alive by Sukada. Desperation swing will not go over. They were off kilter from the moment that spike was sent over. 15-13, Sullivan the serve. Taken by Vesneski, followed up by Orlando Milbauer. Punched over by Danker, received by Arun Kumar. Set by McDonald, spiked by Bui, is deflected, and they're not going to get that one back. Truk Bui bringing some powerful spikes for the Womps as they now close the Brookline lead to 1. 15-14 is the score. Sullivan sends it up and over, and they let it go. Confusion there between Julian Vesneski and Zachary Orlando Milbauer. And the ace by Sullivan ties this one up at 15. Serve taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Orlando Milbauer gets through the blockers, but it's dug out by Sullivan. Set by McDonald, spiked by Bui, is taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto. Punched over by Pang, received by Arun Kumar, followed up by Sullivan, bumped over by McDonald, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, tapped over by Danker, recovered by Bui, set by McDonald, tapped by Bui, or no, he spikes it down, and that goes along the line for the kill. Or, wait, did they give the point to Brookline? I think even the scoreboard's not sure. Yeah, they gave that point to Brookline, I think. Or did they? Yeah, they gave that point to Brookline. It's a 16-15 lead Brookline. They called an illegal hit on somebody. Maybe they said that Bui palmed the ball a little too much on the spike. I'm not entirely sure. Admittedly, I'm not well versed on all the potential illegal hit rules in volleyball, so sometimes they call that stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not even sure why. But whatever it is, Brookline takes an important point there. 16-15, Pang with the serve, and catches the back line for the ace. They decided to let that one go, but it dropped just inside the line, and that's an ace for one of the seniors, Stanley Pang. Another serve for Pang, taken by Arun Kumar, followed up by Bui. Garrity with the roll shot, taken by Pang, set by Zeto. Orlando Milbauer spikes it off the net cord, recovered by McDonald, followed up by Garrity, bumped over by Bui, and it goes wide. Good watch by Stanley Pang. He had his teammates backing him up, telling him to let it go. And now they take the 18-15 lead. Pang, another serve, and that one's going to go long. 18-16. Brookline has a bit more of a cushion than they had a few minutes ago when it was all squared at 15 apiece, but Braintree right on their heels as Liam Garrity will be bringing the serve. Up and over it goes, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Spike goes long. Adam Danker was trying for it there, just got a bit under it too much, and a bit too much juice if that was an attempted roll shot. 18-17. Garrity on serve again. They watch it, and they say just long. Close play there, but ultimately good judgment on the part of Julian Vesneski and Zachary Orlando Milbauer along the back line, and it'll be Orlando Milbauer on the serve. Here's the serve. It's a high one, taken by Wong, followed up by Garrity. Spike by McDonald is tapped, and the recovery attempt by Zeto went off the face of Danker, and they couldn't get that one. 19-18. Bit of a change-up there on the tap by McDonald, sort of threw the blockers off balance. Serve now by Bui, taken by Vesneski. Set by Zeto. Spike Orlando Milbauer. They say it caught the back line. Well placed by Zachary Orlando Milbauer, and they take a 20-18 lead. Checking in now is Wes Price and Matthew Liu. They replace Coda Sukada and Adam Danker. It really has been an all-senior lineup for Brookline, which just shows the size, depth, and strength of this senior class of 2021. A timeout is called. The score, Brookline 20, Braintree 18. You know, as I said, you've got, you know, some regular starters who tend to see the floor a lot, guys like Orlando Milbauer and Vesneski. And then you got guys who are in the rotation, maybe don't start a set, but maybe they do. You got guys like Zeto and Sukada and Price and Mendels and Danker and Pang, you know, guys who rotate in and out, see the court sometimes, and then other times don't. And you got other guys like Matthew Liu, who I haven't seen take the floor so far this season, but he's taken the floor here, and he actually got them a nice streak of serves back earlier in this first set. And indeed, it will be Liu on serve coming out of the timeout. Brookline 20, Braintree 18 here in a closely fought first set. Liu sends a high and shallow serve, dug out by Arun Kumar, followed up by Garrity, bumped over by McDonald. Taken by Liu, but awkwardly kept alive, and they try to punch it over, but they called an illegal hit anyway. Matthew Liu just kind of whiffed on that first hit. And the score will now be 20-19 as Adam Danker checks in replacing Matthew Liu. Or no, he doesn't. Coda Sukada actually checks back in. The serve coming from Roger Wong, dug out by Sukada. Sent over on two by Zeto, but dug out by Wong. Followed up by Garrity, spiked by McDonald, is taken by Orlando Milbauer. Set by Zeto, long spike by OM, and he gets the kill. Another kill for Zachary Orlando Milbauer. He leads the team in kills this season. And now with 21-19 the score, it's Zeto with the serve. And that one drops awkwardly, and they can't follow that one up. Placed into a bit of no man's land there by Corey Zeto, and he earns the ace there. Both Bui and Wong were trying to dig that one out and just ended up flying off at a weird angle. 22-19, the serve by Zeto, drops low but dug out and sent wide. Once again, Bui was trying to lay out for the service received there, but instead Zeto gets a second straight ace. 23-19, now the Brookline lead. Zeto the serve, off the net cord, but recovered by Bui, set by Garrity, spiked by Arun Kumar, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spike Vesneski is blocked, kept alive by Sukada, followed up by Zeto, spiked by Orlando Milbauer, is dug out by Wong, set by Garrity, spiked by Sullivan, no he taps it, dug out by Pang, sent over on 2 by Price, kept alive by McDonald, followed up by Wong, bumped over by Garrity, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, spiked by Pang, taken by Wong. Followed up awkwardly by Garrity and bumped over by Sullivan. Now taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto, tapped over by Price, but he taps it wide. Went off the side of the hand of Wes Price there. 23-20 is now the score. Again, some great defense by Braintree as they hung in the point long enough for Brookline to make a mistake. This will be McDonald on the serve. Serve is taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, spike Vesneski goes through the blockers, but then taken by Wong, set by McDonald, spike by Sullivan, deflected, diving for it was Zeto, followed up by Price, long spike Orlando Milbauer, taken by Wong, set by McDonald, tapped but blocked back by Pang, they can't keep it alive. A nice block by Stanley Pang, Wes Price assisting him at the net, and Brookline now has set point. Julian Vesneski will be serving with the 24-20 lead, and he brings a serve right into the net. And now Arun Kumar will be serving as Brookline still at set point, 24-21. Serve up and over, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, Orlando Milbauer ends, yes he does end it. Braintree made a desperate play to try and keep that one alive, but nothing doing. The spike by Zachary Orlando Milbauer ends it 25-21. Brookline takes the 1-0 set lead. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here at Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. I'll be back with the second set after a short mute break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, here to bring you the second set of this high school boys volleyball matchup between the hosting Brookline High Warriors and the visiting Braintree High Wumps. First set went to the home team, 25-21, Braintree putting up an impressive fight against one of the top 5 programs in the state of Massachusetts. Of course, Brookline playing not their typical lineup, as they want to give all of their seniors a chance to see the floor today, as many of them as they can. But Braintree, for an unranked squad, doing very well right now. Second set about to get underway. It looks like the lineup for Brookline will be Vesneski, Price, Pang, Orlando Milbauer, Zeto, and Sukada. I think Danker is going to sub out for Sukada, but we'll see ultimately who subs out for the libero. For Braintree, it'll be Wong, McDonald, Bui, Arun Kumar, Garrity, and Sullivan. And indeed, it will be Danker subbing out for Sukada, playing the libero position, which is usually mainly taken by Jacob Smagula, but it is senior day. They're trying to get their seniors as much time as possible, which is why we're not seeing some of Brookline's other regulars like Fletcher Poon, Nikhil Wong, Jacob Smagula, Jason Rich, guys like that. So we start the second set with a serve by McDonald. It's taken by Sukada. Set by Zeto. The spike from Price goes right into the net. Setting up for the block at the net, I believe, was Sullivan and Arun Kumar. But I believe the spike just hit the net there. So 1-0 Braintree leads. McDonald, the serve, goes long. So this second set now all squared at 1. Julian Vesneski now lining up for the serve. Sends this one high and over, taken by Garrity awkwardly, and that's going to be an ace for Vesneski. Julian Vesneski, a guy who's usually subbed out in the rotation once it becomes his turn to serve. But once again, senior day, you just let your seniors play. Vesneski tries for his jump serve this time, and it goes right into the net. 2-1, Braintree now leads with Amokh Arun Kumar, whose name I guarantee I am flubbing. He serves it into the net. Two to 2. And it'll be Wes Price on serve as Adam Danker checks in, replacing Coda Sukada. Price sends it up and over, taken by Wong, followed up awkwardly by McDonald, bumped over by Wong. Taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto, tapped over by Danker, taken by McDonald. Set by Sullivan, spiked by Bui, is blocked back but recovered by Arun Kumar, followed up by McDonald, bumped over by Sullivan, and he gets the net court point. Brookline just wasn't ready for a ball to be placed in that spot. 3-all. Served by Sullivan, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Spike Orlando Milbauer is gonna go wide. 4-3. Braintree leads. Serve, dug out by Vesneski, followed up by Zeto. Pushed over by Pang, they keep it in play. Followed up by Arun Kumar, then Bui. Bumped over by McDonald, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto. Spike from Danker is recovered by Sullivan, followed up by McDonald. Spike by Bui goes right into the net. Pang and Danker were there at the net to try and provide the block. I'm not sure if they deflected it down or if it just went into the net. Either way, we're all squared at 4 apiece. And it'll be Stanley Pang on serve for the Warriors. Dug out by Arun Kumar, followed up by McDonald. Spiked by Bui. He got it off the side of his hand and missed. 5-4, now the Brookline lead. Served by Pang. It's deflected by Bui, followed up by McDonald, bumped over by Garrity, taken by Sukada, set by Zeto. Spike Orlando Milbauer, he misses wide again. Orlando Milbauer, usually a very reliable hitter, but he's missed his last two. Tied at 5 apiece, it'll be Liam Garrity on serve for the Womps. And that one won't go over. So Brookline takes it right back. And it'll be Orlando Milbauer on serve for the Warriors. Serve up and over, dug out by Wong, set by Garrity. Spike is blocked, but only blocked wide. That was coming from number 15, Nicolas Volpe. And he ties it up at 6 apiece. Truk Bui brings the serve. Deflected by Vesneski, followed up by Sukada. Pushed over by Danker, but it goes off the pole, and that's going to give a point to Braintree. 7-6, the Womps now lead. Bui on another serve. Taken by Sukada, set by Zeto. Spike by Danker goes into the net. Brookline suffering off of their mistakes on their third hits this set. Bui lines up for another serve. His team leads 8-6, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto. Spike Vesneski goes through the blockers. That's a kill. The first return was a little awkward, but Zeto got low to make sure he could set up a proper set. Sukada and Danker check out in favor of Wes Price and Matthew Liu. Liu will be bringing the serve. They trail 8-7. Serve taken by Wong, set by Garrity, spike by Arun Kumar, he whiffs. Zeto and Price were at the net to try and block that one, but Arun Kumar just missed. 8-all. Liu sends a serve long and taken by Arun Kumar, followed up by Wong. And it was too close to the net. They say that Price did not touch that one. And so Brookline takes the 9-8 lead. Liu with the serve off the net cord. And that'll be an ace for Matthew Liu. And the Brookline bench loves it. 10-8 the score. This one comes in high and shallow, taken by Bui, followed up by Garrity. Bumped over by Arun Kumar, but he's going to miss that one long. 11-8 Brookline. This isn't the first time they've pulled ahead off the serves from Matthew Liu, and they call a timeout. And you know, that's one of the things that I love seeing either on senior days or on blowout victories, the guys who don't get as much playing time getting a chance to get in. And you can tell that these players are all friends here on these rosters, because when those oft-used players start making plays, the starters just go absolutely nuts off the bench. You know? I mean, for one example, a guy who's on the floor now, Adam Danker, also got his senior night with the basketball team back in the winter season. He hadn't scored all season, or I think even all of his career. He'd just been, you know, that guy off the bench that wouldn't get a lot of playing time, and he scored in that game, and the place exploded. Even with no fans here at Tappan Gym, the place exploded. And you could see a similar reaction there when Matthew Liu got that ace. He doesn't usually play in the more in the non-senior day high-level matches, but big ace there. And his serves have really been working for Brookline. He got them a nice point streak at one point in the first set, and now once again in the second set to pull them away. Because, I mean, these point streaks are coming at crucial junctures. Out of the timeout, another serve, taken by Wong, set by Garrity. Spike by McDonald. Off the net, kept alive by Zeto. Spiked by Price. Is taken by Bui, set by Garrity, and they're going to call the double hit on Garrity. How about Corey Zeto today? That one off the net, and yet Zeto again getting low and showing his hand-eye coordination. 12-8, the serve by Lou is taken by Bui, followed up by Garrity, spiked by McDonald, and that one's going to drop around the back line for a kill. Nice spike that time by Daniel McDonald. And Ben Sullivan checks into the game, as Brookline leads 12-9. It'll be Wong on serve. We have a bit of a pause here, but now here comes the serve from Roger Wong. Taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, and Price whiffs a bit on the spike, and that'll get the point to Braintree. Bit of miscommunication there between Zeto and Price. I think Price was just backed up a little further than Zeto was expecting. This serve is taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spiked by Price, taken by Wong, and taken too awkwardly. 13-10 now the score. And it'll be Zeto on serve. Zeto sends it into the net. (13-11). It'll be McDonald on serve. Up and over it goes. Dug out by Sukada, but a bit too close to the bench. That's going to go down as a service ace for Daniel McDonald. Coda Sukada tried to take that one, but went off the side of his arms and right at the Brookline bench. 13-12, the Brookline lead has now been cut to. McDonald, another serve, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto. Spike Vesneski, deflected, and then taken by Bui. Set by McDonald, spike by Sullivan. Can they? Nope, they can't keep it alive. Credit to Zeto and Vesneski for trying, but there was nothing doing there off the powerful spike from Ben Sullivan. 13 all. We are tied here in the second set. The unranked Braintree Womps bringing the fight against the senior class of the number 5 Brookline Warriors. McDonald sends it into the net, and Brookline retakes the lead. They get a free one there. And it'll be Vesneski on serve. Up and over the serve goes. Taken by Garrity, set by McDonald, spiked by Sullivan. This time it goes right into the net. Price and Orlando Milbauer were at the net, ready to defend that one, but Sullivan just got over it. 15-13, Vesneski, another serve. Taken by Bui, set by McDonald, tapped by Sullivan, kept alive by Zeto, followed up by Sukada. Long roll shot by Orlando Milbauer, taken by Wong, set by McDonald, spiked by Arun Kumar, deflected and sent over by Price, kept alive, still kept alive, spiked by Price is blocked, and then he sends it back over, taken by Bui, set McDonald, spiked by Sullivan, he missed! Wild sequence there, and Brookline did a great job staying in the point. (16-13). Vesneski another serve, and he misses this one wide. And we got another sub. Seeing the floor for the first time is number 4, Nathan Lee. He'll be subbing in for Julian Vesneski. So another seldom used senior getting his chance to shine here on senior day. Number 4, Nathan Lee. As the serve comes in, it's taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, spike Orlando Milbauer, that'll be a kill. Orlando Milbauer brought a nice angle on that spike as it went off the side of the arms of the attempted blockers. 16-14, and it'll be Wes Price on serve for Brookline. His serve goes just over, taken by Bui, followed up by McDonald, tapped over by Sullivan. Received by Zeto, followed up by Price. Punched over by Orlando Milbauer, taken by Arun Kumar. Set by McDonald. Spike by Bui is blocked back. And they're going to call the double hit on the attempted recovery. I believe that was Pang and Zeto at the net, providing the block there that ultimately got the point. 18-14, Brookline leads, and we've got a timeout. One name that I've been saying a lot today is Corey Zeto. He's among the players who I don't think has ever checked out today. You know, him and Zachary Orlando Milbauer, I think aside from those two, everybody else has seen both the court and the bench at one point or another. Of course, Orlando Milbauer is the team captain and the team leader in kills for this season, so he plays a critical position at the outside hitter spot. But then Corey Zeto showing just how specialized and how important the setter position is, because he's their only senior setter, because their other setter, Nikhil Wong, is not a senior. And it's not really uncommon to see a high school volleyball team only have 2 setters, because that's a very critical position. And as you can see from all the double hit calls, it's important to do it right. Wes Price with the serve, deflected by Wong, followed up by McDonald, punched over attemptedly by Truk Bui, but he couldn't get the angle there. Out of position on that one. And now I think the score is 18-14. Scoreboard is getting me confused, but the serve comes from Wes Price. It's taken by Sullivan, set by McDonald, tapped over by Sullivan, recovered by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spiked by Pang, goes into the net. Sullivan and Bui were at the net, but Pang just a little too low on that spike there. 19-15 is the score, so now the scoreboard is catching up with us. And this will be Sullivan bringing the serve for the Womps. Taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, tapped by Danker, well placed. Not just the placement, but also the timing of the tap there from Danker. Threw them off kilter, and we've got another senior seeing the floor for the first time. This is number 11, Kevin Lee. So we've got both Kevin and Nathan Lee on the court for Brookline as the Warriors lead the Womps here in the second set, 20-15. Kevin Lee brings the serve, taken by Arun Kumar, set by McDonald, punched over by Volpe, taken by Nathan Lee, set by Zeto, no, sent over on 2 by Zeto, deflected by Volpe, then taken by Bui. A spike attempt missed. That was Liam Garrity trying for it there, but spike too low, it hits the net, and Brookline takes the 21-15 lead. Kevin Lee back on serve, and you can see the Brookline bench has their hands in the air. Lee with the serve, and he misses long. I think the bench was hoping for an ace there from Kevin Lee, but nothing doing there. 21-16 is the Brookline lead, as Liam Garrity will be bringing the serve for Braintree. Up and over it goes, and that one goes long. So they trade one long serve for another. And now it'll be OM, Zachary Orlando Milbauer, bringing the serve for Brookline. As Julian Vesneski checks back in, replacing Nathan Lee. (22-16) is the score here in the second set. Brookline took the first set 25-21. They're hoping to get the 2-0 lead with a few more points. Serve Orlando Milbauer, dug out by McDonald, followed up by Garrity, tapped by Bui, but he got over it too much and off the net there. 23-16. Orlando Milbauer, the serve, taken again by McDonald, set by Garrity, spiked by Volpe, deflected and then taken by Sukada. Set by Zeto, tapped Vesneski is blocked and recovered by Vesneski, set by Zeto, long spike Kevin Lee, he misses wide. Once again, the bench was getting ready to celebrate for a senior who doesn't see the court a lot. It'll be 23-17 the score. Serve from Bui, taken by Vesneski, dug out by Zeto, and Danker couldn't get it over. Just a bit too low, the return by Vesneski. And Zeto couldn't quite dig that one out in a good enough spot. Bui, another serve. And this one goes long. Brookline now at set point. The score, I think, 24-18, as we've got Coda Sukada and Matthew Liu checking in, replacing Adam Danker. Oh no, Coda Sukada checked out. It was Wes Price and Matthew Liu who replaced Adam Danker and Coda Sukada. Liu serving for the set. Taken by Wong. Set by Garrity. Spike is taken by Liu and then followed up by Orlando Milbauer. Bumped over by Kevin Lee. Taken by Wong. Set by Garrity. The spike is blocked by Vesneski but kept alive by Volpe. Set, and now the tap over, but he hit the net. That was Daniel McDonald. He couldn't keep from running into the net, and Brookline gets the point there. So a couple of the seldom used seniors managed to get the point there. Matthew Liu had the serve, and he received one of the spikes from Braintree, and then it was Kevin Lee who sent it over the net. So some nice moments here for several different seniors. And Brookline, after taking that set 25-18, they take the 2-0 set lead. They are one set away from a sweep win over the Womps. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan live here at Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. And I'll be back with the third and possibly final set of this match after a short mute break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here to bring you the third set of this high school boys volleyball matchup between the visiting Braintree High Womps and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. The unranked Womps have managed to put up a respectable fight against the number 5 ranked team in the state. And meanwhile, Brookline has managed to take care of business in both sets, 25-21 and 25-18. They now stand on the precipice of a sweep win over their unranked opponents, despite the fact they've been using some unusual rotations, different from what they usually do, in order to give their seniors some more playing time on senior day. We look at who's coming out on the floor to start off this third set for Brookline. It looks like we've got Vesneski, Price, Pang, Orlando Milbauer, Zeto, and I think Sukada's going to check in, replacing Danker. And then For Braintree, we see their libero, Roger Wong, checking in alongside Truk Bui, Liam Garrity, Amok Arun Kumar, Ben Sullivan, and Daniel McDonald. And I was right, Danker checks out for Sukada. And as we wait to get this one underway, it looks like it'll be Corey Zeto taking the serve for Brookline. By my accounts, he and Zachary Orlando Milbauer are the only players for Brookline who have played every single point so far today. Not unusual for Orlando Milbauer, the captain, the lead hitter. And now Zeto brings the serve, and that goes into the net. Zeto once again looking a little hobbled. There was a point in the first set where it seemed like he landed kind of wrong. So we certainly hope that isn't anything serious. Daniel McDonald brings the serve. Sent over on one by Sukada, and then tapped awkwardly by Ben Sullivan. He mistimed his jump there. And so both teams losing a point off some mistakes. It'll be Julian Vesneski bringing the serve. Up and over it goes. Taken by Sullivan. Set by McDonald. Spiked by Sullivan. Deflected, and that's not going to be recovered. Another kill for Ben Sullivan. He's had a few lasers today. 2-1. Arun Kumar. His serve dug out by Sukada, set by Zeto, tapped over by Orlando Milbauer, recovered, and now punched over by Bui, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto, spiked by Pang. They say it hit the corner. Nice kill by the southpaw, Stanley Pang. And meanwhile, Nathan Lee checks in replacing Julian Vesneski. And it's Wes Price on serve, or... Yes, and it looks like Adam Danker checked in as well, replacing Coda Sukada. Serve by Price is taken by Bui, set by McDonald. Roll shot by Bui, dug out by Nathan Lee, set by Zeto. Spike Orlando Milbauer, untouched. You hear the Let's Go Brookline chants. They take the 3-2 lead here in the third set. Serve by Price, dug out by Arun Kumar, set by McDonald, tapped by Sullivan, taken by Zeto, followed up by Lee. Long spike by Orlando Milbauer. They say he just missed long. Coda Sukada checks back in, replacing Wes Price. And it'll be Ben Sullivan on the serve for the Womps as they have tied this third set at 3 apiece. Serve goes over, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, tapped over by Danker, taken by McDonald, set by Garrity. Roll shot by Bui is taken by Sukada, set by Zeto, spike by Pang. He sends it for the corner again, and another kill. Stanley Pang loves those roll shots to the opposite corner. They don't always hit, but when they do, dang if that's not beautiful. Pang checks out in favor of Kevin Lee. The bench was going crazy for him last time he saw the floor. 4-3, the Brookline lead. Again, Brookline bench has their hands in the air. The serve by Lee, taken by Arun Kumar, set by McDonald, tapped over by Bui, and it goes over Nathan Lee's head for the point. Wait, no, they say it went long. I thought that caught the back line, and apparently so did Nathan Lee, because he tried to roll the ball back. So Kevin Lee will go back on serve for Brookline. High serve, dug out by Arun Kumar, set by McDonald. The spike blocked, but not enough. That kill goes to Nicholas Volpe. Orlando Milbauer and Zeto were going for the block there, nothing doing. Garrity the serve, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, tapped over by Danker, taken by Bui, set by Garrity, spike, goes for the kill. That was Daniel McDonald. Well placed there, and we're all tied up again at 5. Garrity the serve, taken by Sukada. Punched over on one by Zeto, but taken by Garrity. And then Bui sends it over on 2 from behind his back. That I gotta admit, that one was impressive. That was some flourish right there by Truk Bui. Served by Garrity. Dug out by Sukada. Sent over on 2 by Zeto. Dug out by Arun Kumar, but couldn't be followed up. Zeto being like, hey, I got some tricks up my sleeve too. And it looks like Vesneski will come in replacing Nathan Lee. We're all tied at 6, and it'll be Zachary Orlando Milbauer bringing the serve for the Warriors. Serve comes in high, taken by Arun Kumar, set by Garrity. Spike is blocked, recovered by Bui, set by Garrity, pushed over by Bui, recovered, kept alive by Orlando Milbauer, bumped over by Vesneski, taken by Wong, set by Garrity. Battle at the net, and it's won by Brookline. That was Adam Danker with the assist from Corey Zeto at the net, as that second hit was a little too close to the net. Brookline takes the lead at 7-6. Orlando Milbauer the serve, taken by Wong, set by Garrity. Spike goes long. That was attempted by Volpe. Eight to 6. Orlando Milbauer serves and misses wide. 8 to 7. Bui on the serve. Dug out by Vesneski, followed up by Sukada. Bumped over by Kevin Lee, taken by Wong, set by Garrity. Spike by Volpe is blocked back, but recovered by Arun Kumar. Set by Garrity. Spike Arun Kumar, deflected, and then taken by Sukada. Set by Zeto. Spike Orlando Milbauer is blocked. That was Volpe and Arun Kumar at the net to block the spike from Zachary Orlando Milbauer. All squared at 8. Bui another serve, taken by Vesneski. Awkwardly followed up by Orlando Milbauer and pushed over by Sukada. Taken by Bui, set Garrity. The roll shot is taken by Lee, set by Zeto. Spike Vesneski, dug out by Wong, but McDonald couldn't follow it up. A nice spike from Julian Vesneski, who, fun fact, started his volleyball career as a libero. So he started as a defensive player, and yet he led the team in kills in that epic match against Natick yesterday with 21. If that doesn't speak about his growth as a player, I don't know what does. But we got a couple subs coming in. That was Matthew Liu and I believe Wes Price replacing Danker and Sukada, and it'll be Liu on serve. He's had some good fortune serving, and looks like a part of center court got a little slippery, so they're wiping it up. Not sure what happened there. Brookline leads Braintree 9-8 in this set. They lead 2-0 in the match. Liu with the high serve, taken by Wong, followed up by Garrity and punched over by Volpe, taken by Orlando Milbauer. Set Zeto, spike by Price, taken by Wong, set by Garrity, spike by McDonald is blocked and kept alive for a second by Zeto, but they couldn't follow it up. And his second hit might have been illegal anyway. Not much he could do there, and it's 9-9. Wong on serve for the Womps as Liu and Danker check out. Serve taken by Orlando Milbauer, set from low by Zeto, spiked by Price off the net cord, recovered by Arun Kumar, but that's going to go wide. Bit of an awkward angle on the spike by Wes Price, but he made the best of it, got it off the net cord, and got the point. 10-9, and it'll be Corey Zeto on serve. His serve goes up and over, dug out by Bui, set by Garrity, tapped over by Arun Kumar, taken by Vesneski, set by Zeto, spike Orlando Milbauer, taken by Wong, but off the wall. That's going to be a kill for OM. Zeto with the serve, dug out by Bui, set by Arun Kumar, bumped over by McDonald, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spiked by Price is blocked, kept alive by Pang, kept alive by Zeto, they punch it over! Now a diving return by Wong, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spike Orlando Milbauer, again dug out by Wong, they send it back down and they can't recover! Not sure if Wes Price got a piece of that at the end, but either way, Brookline finishes with the point. 12-9. Serve by Zeto, dug out by Bui, set by Garrity. Arun Kumar taps it, well placed. Pang and Price were at the net trying to block, but a nice angle off the tap by Amok Arun Kumar. 12-10. Serve by McDonald, taken by Sukada, followed up by Zeto. Spike Vesneski, laser but long. Twelve to 11. Daniel McDonald now on the serve for Braintree. His serve catches the back line for the ace. That'll tie things up at 12. McDonald the serve, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spiked by Vesneski. This time, he hits it perfectly. (13-12) now the Brookline lead. And it'll be Vesneski punching over the serve, taken by Sullivan, set by McDonald, tapped over by Sullivan, well placed there. Zeto kicking himself for that one. He might have been able to reach it. It would have been hard even if he decided not to let it go. But either way, the kill for Ben Sullivan as Nathan Lee checks in, replacing Julian Vesneski. Serve coming from Arun Kumar. Taken by Lee, set by Zeto, spiked by Pang, heading for the corner again, and he missed it this time, just wide. Like I said, Pang loves those long cross-court roll shots, but they can be very hard to hit every time. 14-13, Braintree leads. Arun Kumar on serve again, taken by Sukada, followed up by Orlando Milbauer. Pang bumps it over, taken by Arun Kumar, set by McDonald, spiked by Bui, is blocked back, kept alive by Arun Kumar, set by Garrity, punched over by Sullivan, taken Sukada, set by Zeto, spiked by Price, goes off someone's face, and they give him the point. I think they said a hit by Braintree was illegal, but I do believe Price almost killed a man there. I mean, he hit him right smack in the chest, possibly a little bit in the face. That man has a family, Wes. Don't hurt him. 14-all here in the third set. Price now bringing the serve. Taken by Wong, followed up by McDonald. Tapped over by Sullivan. Taken by Zeto, followed up by Lee. Pushed over, just barely over by Orlando Milbauer. And now Braintree working on the recovery. Spiked by Bui. Taken by Price, followed up by Orlando Milbauer. Punched over by Pang. Taken by McDonald. Set by Garrity. Spiked by Sullivan. Goes for the kill. Braintree retakes the lead at 15-14, while Coda Sukada checks in, replacing Wes Price. The serve from Sullivan, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto. Orlando Milbauer goes for it and gets it. Another kill for Orlando Milbauer. We're all tied at 15. Kevin Lee comes in, replacing Stanley Pang, and Lee will take the serve. Serve from Lee, dug out by Arun Kumar, followed up by McDonald, spiked by Bui, taken by Orlando Milbauer, set by Zeto, spike from Lee, deflected, but then kept alive by Arun Kumar, off the ceiling and kept alive by McDonald, bumped up by Volpe and not over. Kevin Lee gets the point. And Brookline takes the 16-15 lead, and you can see how happy they are for their fellow senior as the timeout is called. So another close match here. Again, I really got to tip my cap to the Braintree Womps. They're an unranked team coming into the house of the 5th ranked team in the state. And yes, Brookline isn't playing with their typical starting rotation, but still, Braintree is giving them a fight. I mean, there are plenty of guys here that are regulars within that rotation. Orlando Milbauer is the team captain. He's a regular. Vesneski's a regular. You know, Price and Danker are pretty regular in the middle hitter position. Sukada regularly checks in. Pang checks in sometimes. There are plenty of guys here that would typically see the floor anyway. And it looks like we might have a substitution. Looks like we might have our first non-senior hitting the floor. This is Nikhil Wong checking in for Corey Zeto. Zeto's been playing every point, and it looks like he's been playing hobbled since the first set, so hats off to him. Hope he's okay. Get a good rest on the bench there. Served by Lee is dug out by Bui, taken by McDonald, and then Bui, the long roll shot, taken by Sukada, kept alive by Nathan Lee, punched over by Wong, but they're going to say Wong. No, the point goes to Brookline. I'm not sure why they stopped the point there. But somehow, some way, they were getting that ball back, and they end up getting the point. 17-15 now the lead. Kevin Lee bringing the serve again, and it goes right into the net. He was going for a powerful one there. He leapt about 5 feet past the service line, but ultimately the serve didn't have a high enough angle. 17-16. Garrity brings the serve for Braintree, and it goes off the hands of Nathan Lee for an ace there. We're all squared at 17 apiece. Braintree trying to keep this third set close and avoid the sweep. Brookline trying to finish business here. Garrity the serve, taken by Nathan Lee, followed up by Orlando Milbauer, bumped over by Danker after some confusion. Taken by Arun Kumar, set by Garrity. Battle at the net is won by Braintree. But no, they say they touched the net. I think that was Volpe who was fighting at the net with Adam Danker and I think Nikhil Wong. And ultimately, I think they said Volpe touched the net. So 18-17, now the Brookline lead. And it'll be OM going for the serve as Julian Vesneski checks back in, replacing Nathan Lee. Orlando Milbauer, the serve. Dug out by Wong, set by Garrity. The spike is blocked back. And Braintree trying to recover. The roll shot by McDonald is taken by Sukada. Set by Wong. Spike Vesneski over the blockers for the kill. A nice block midway through by Adam Danker to put the Womps on their heels. And then Vesneski, the nice finish there. 19-17, now the score. Serve Orlando Milbauer, taken by McDonald. Followed up by Garrity. Spike by McDonald, deflected. It goes out, but it was off the blocker's deflection. That was Danker and Wong at the net trying to block that one. Instead, it goes for a kill for McDonald, and the score is now 19-18. Trick Bui now on serve for the Womps. Up and over it goes, taken by Vesneski, set by Wong. Spike Vesneski, but there was an illegal hit there somewhere. Not sure if the illegal hit was on Vesneski or Wong, but it was on one of them, as we are all squared now at 19 apiece. Bui another serve, taken by Vesneski, set by Wong, spiked by Danker, dug out by Wong, but that's off the wall. That's a kill for Adam Danker. Wes Price comes in, replacing Coda Sukada, and Matthew Liu comes in, replacing Adam Danker. Danker, a very effective blocker and just general defensive presence in the middle. But that was a really nice spike there from him. Liu with the serve, taken by Arun Kumar, set by Garrity to nobody. Somebody was out of position there. Either the set went to the wrong place or somebody wasn't following it up. We got a timeout called by Braintree. Brookline leads 21-19. They are 4 points away from the sweep win. We've had some nice senior-filled highlights today. Plenty of nice plays from the usual suspects. Orlando Milbauer and Vesneski, of course, getting plenty of kills. Corey Zeto getting plenty of assists and nice defensive plays. Coda Sukada has been a nice presence on the defense. Adam Danker and Wes Price have been a strong presence in the middle, and they've even gotten a few kills. And we've seen some of the non-regulars, Stanley Pang, usually a member of the rotation, but fairly far down the depth chart. He's gotten a few nice roll shots to the corner. And then some of the guys that we haven't seen in a long time taking the floor, Kevin Lee, Nathan Lee, and Matthew Liu, all having their moments as they get some nice playing time here on Senior Day. 21-19 is the score. We are out of the timeout, and it'll be one of those seldom used seniors, Matthew Liu, on the serve. Up and over it goes. Taken by Bui, set by Garrity, bumped over by Arun Kumar, off the net court and taken by OM. Sent over on two by Wong. Nice placement by Wong. And Wong almost gets killed from behind by Wes Price on the celebration. I'm telling you, Wes, be careful. You're gonna kill players on both sides of the floor. 22-19, the serve by Liu, taken by Wong, set by Garrity, spiked by Arun Kumar, is blocked back. And they're gonna say it hit the net anyway. Wes Price and Kevin Lee were there for the block, I believe. But either way, they're saying the serve didn't go over. Or the spike didn't go over, rather. 23-19, Liu with the serve. Off the net court, he gets the ace. Bui tried to dig it out. It was a weird angle there, and it just bounced off the body of a teammate. Even if the teammate wasn't in his way, that was going to be a hard point to keep alive. Matthew Liu, his second ace of the day, and now he's serving for the match. 24-19, serve goes up, it goes deep, and it goes long. So Matthew Liu does not get to finish the match here, and he checks out for, I believe, Coda Sukada. Serve now coming from Wong. Dug out by Sukada, followed up by Wong. Spike by Vesneski goes long. 24-21. Now that Nikhil Wong has checked in, we have a Wong on both sides. It is Roger Wong serving for Braintree. Taken by Vesneski. Set by Nikhil Wong. Spike again by Vesneski, and this one's going to end it. The final kill for Julian Vesneski. And Brookline takes the match 25-21, 25-18, 25-21. Some great play from several seniors today. It was an all-senior lineup throughout, which just speaks to how large the class of 2021 is on this boys volleyball team. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have some kind of special Senior Day celebration afterwards. We're going to wait and see. I think we're going to have some kind of something. Right now, of course, they're just huddling up. And of course, if there is some kind of ceremony, I'll be here for that. Because they've got a large senior class to celebrate. Adam Danker, Oliver Kirwan, Kevin Lee, Nathan Lee, Matthew Liu, Toby Mendels, Zachary Orlando Milbauer, Stanley Pang, Wes Price, Corey Zeto, Coda Sukada, Briano Ufano Dem, and Julian Vesneski. I'll wait and see if there's a Senior Day ceremony of any kind, but for now I'll take a short mute break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here live at Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. We just finished Brookline boys volleyball's senior day match. They come away with the win, 3-0 over Braintree. 25-21, 25-18, and 25-21 the score. And now we're just waiting to see if we have a special little ceremony wrapping things up for the seniors. Long list of seniors here. It looks like they're gathering around Coach Dana Jones. You know, a very strong group. I think they definitely proved that today if they hadn't already proved it throughout the season. Once again, this is the 5th ranked team in the state of Massachusetts, according to the Boston Globe's most recent rankings. Of course, new rankings will come out, you know, sometime Sunday night, Monday morning, and we'll see where they stand after that. They have been doing very well in the Bay State tournament. They had a 3-0 win over Framingham to start, and then a close 3-2 win over Natick on Thursday. And then, of course, they're slated to play in the finals on Tuesday against the #1 team in the state, undefeated Needham, a team that has not lost a set so far. So that's going to be an interesting matchup, and I'm hopeful I'll be able to go to that one and give you some coverage again. So you can see the seniors there. You can see some parents hanging around. This is the first game where they've really allowed parents to come. Like, a couple parents have come to the games just to do their stream whenever I'm not here, which I think has been very great for this team. They've certainly deserved as much coverage as they can get. But then today, you know, we saw parents from pretty much all the seniors, which was really nice. Got to see their nice little moment there. So while we await the ceremony, I'll just read through the seniors one last time. So first off, we have Adam Danker, number 14, typically a middle blocker. He's played just one season with the team. This is his first season of boys volleyball, and he's already just been able to use that natural size of his to become an effective middle blocker. He plans on going to Northeastern University next year. And I've got a list of fun facts courtesy of head coach Dana Jones. Fun fact for Adam Danker, he apparently once sprained his ankle during an intense game of hopscotch. But it's okay, he won. So, totally worth it. Next up, Oliver Kirwan. He's spent 4 seasons with the team, and according to Coach Jones, he is an avid collector of clown memorabilia. You know what? I'm never going to knock a man's hobby. Next up on the list is number 11, Kevin Lee. He has played 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend Johns Hopkins University, and his older brother played the same outside hitter position back when he played at Brookline. Next up is number 4, Nathan Lee. He has spent 3 seasons with the team and plans to go to UMass Lowell. And according to the coach, is a master of comedic deadpan delivery. You know what? I can respect that. You know, that's, you know, any form of comedy is always fun for me. Next up, number 9, Matthew Liu. He has also spent 3 seasons with the team, and his plan is to attend UMass Amherst. And you know what? As a fellow Minuteman alum, I'm happy to hear that. And according to the coach, Matthew Liu cuts his own hair and does a great job. You know what? I had some other people cut my hair. I had family members just cut my hair during the pandemic just because didn't want to go out to a barber shop or anything like that. They were all closed. Figured I'd take advantage. But this guy's bringing it to another level, cutting his own hair. Got to respect it. Next up, number 23, Toby Mendels. Another one of their middle hitter rotations. He's been pretty effective in and out of the lineup. He's played 4 seasons with the team. His plan is to attend Tulane University. And according to the notes here, he is an aspiring DJ. You know what? If that's true, chase your dreams, young man. You know, I'm over here trying to be a sports broadcaster. I can't knock any kind of dream career. Not at all. Next up, we have Zachary Orlando Milbauer, number 21, and their lead outside hitter. He's played 4 seasons with the team. His plan is to attend the University of California, Davis. He is the team captain and the team leader in kills this season, and we've seen plenty of highlights for him throughout. Next up is number 38, Stanley Pang, the southpaw right side hitter who loves sending those cross-court roll shots to the corner. He's played 4 seasons with the team. He also plans to go to UMass Amherst. All right. And according to the notes, he is a great dancer. Well, I'll tell you, Stanley, there's no better place to go if you're a good dancer than UMass Amherst, or as it's more colloquially known, ZooMass. Just party responsibly is all I will say. Next up, we have number 16, Wes Price, another effective middle blocker. He has played 3 seasons with the team, and according to the notes, is the team leader in smiles per game. A very underrated statistic. I think that's very important. It's always good to have good team chemistry. And apparently, he also wants socks for his birthday. You know what? Some people find socks to be very important. You know, I guess that's one thing you've got in common with Dumbledore, I guess. Next up is number 2, Corey Zeto, the setter who played almost every point today. And hopefully he's feeling okay. He seemed a little hobbled at points, but he was very effective at several phases of the game in this match today. He's played 4 seasons with the team. He plans to stay in the Boston area and attend Boston College. And he is the team leader in assists per game at 5.2, because he and Nikhil Wong kind of switch back and forth over who the primary setter is in each given match. So even though sometimes they'll rack up 20, 30, or 40 assists in a match, the next match they might have 0. So that just shows what statistical averages can be like. Next up, number 3, Coda Sukada. He was the libero today, but usually checks in for use of his serves during the regular rotation. He's played 4 seasons with the team, and he plans to stay in Boston as well and attend Boston University. And according to the notes, Sukada is a multi-sport athlete. It doesn't quite say what his other sports are, but he's a multi-sport athlete, and you know what? In the age of specialization where so many players get overuse injuries from not working out a variety of muscles, that's always really nice to see. Next up is Briano Ufano Dem. He has played 4 seasons with the team and plans to attend Tulane University, same as Toby Mendels. And according to the notes, he is an aspiring podcast host. And you know what? As someone else who is hoping to talk for a living, again, chase that dream, young man. And apparently also he loves the whole team and hopes they all accomplish their dreams. You know what? Genuinely nice messages. Can't knock them. Can't knock them. Love the positivity. And then last and certainly not least, number 18, Julian Vesneski, a valuable hitter at several different positions, both the right side and the left side. He's played 4 seasons with the team. He plans to attend LaSalle University. He started his volleyball career as a libero, as I said during the match, which really just shows how much he's grown and adapted his game over the course of his high school career. If he starts as a defensive specialist and now becomes one of the team's best hitters. He led the team in kills in that epic 5-set match against Natick yesterday with 21, although ultimately it was their other main hitter, Zachary Orlando Milbauer, who came through with the final clutch point. When it was match point at 14-13, Orlando Milbauer first managed to get a sort of a desperation tap right at the net and keep from touching the net as he put the ball over, and then got back into position to block Natick's attempted spike and get the last point of the match. So that was an epic play there. I wish I could have been there for it, but I wasn't able to. But I plan to be there for other matches in the future for this team, and we'll see how things go as they continue in the postseason. Can't really tell if they've got any plans for any kind of ceremony. It doesn't look like they do. It looks like the guys are just kind of hanging around. I'll hang around for a little bit longer just to see if anything happens. In the meantime, if you like my broadcasts and you want to stay up to date on them, subscribe to the channel or follow me on social media. There are links to my Facebook and Instagram accounts in the description of the video. I am doing this as an unpaid volunteer, so if you're feeling generous, want to donate to my broadcasting efforts, I have links to my PayPal and Venmo accounts in the description as well. And if you want to make any special requests, any games that would be outside the scope of my normal coverage, or if you want me to put together some kind of special video package, like maybe a highlight for the team or for a certain game or for your favorite player, you know, something, you know, just as a celebratory gift maybe for one of the seniors, or maybe for potential to send to a college for one of the younger guys, you know, since tough thing is a lot of people are usually looking at colleges during the spring, right, as this season is being played, so it helps to have something in advance sometimes. So I usually charge about $100 for a highlight video. I've done a couple before you can see on my channel, including one for a member of the girls volleyball team, Jamie Chamberlain, which you can see up there on my channel. So if that interests you, you can reach out to me through email. My email is in the description of the video, jgms88@gmail.com. So if there's anything you would like there, and also feel free to reach out if there are any teams over the summer that you would like me to cover. Information about summer leagues is not as readily available as it is for high school, so I don't always know what's out there for me to cover. But if there's a team you would like me to cover, reach out and let me know. I mean, I'm just having fun with this, you know? I am looking to turn this into a career. I'm hoping to find some ways to make money off of doing this, but I also just love doing it. So feel free to reach out with whatever information you might have. Okay, it looks like they are going to be bringing out some things, maybe some gifts, maybe some flowers. So it looks like they will be celebrating. And you gotta love how these guys are just still playing around. They just love the game. You know, when given the free time to do whatever they want while they wait, they're just playing around on the court because they love the sport. Looks like we're about ready to get our senior day ceremony underway. So we'll see how this works. Head coach Dana Jones in the red, speaking to his team right now. He's a bit hidden by the size of Adam Danker, but, you know, just giving some nice words to say to his senior class of 2021. Looks like they're going to be setting up to take some pictures. And then in the meanwhile, they're pulling out some gifts for them, and we start off with number 38, Stanley Pang, the southpaw right side hitter. Gets what appears to be a commemorative volleyball and a flower. And it looks like they'll be taking a picture. So it looks like this is how we're going to play things out. So that was number 38, Stanley Pang. The lefty right side hitter, who has played 4 seasons with the team, intends to go to UMass Amherst, and according to the notes, is a great dancer. See him taking pictures with the coaching staff, including head coach Dana Jones, and as well as the assistant coaches. Fun fact, the freshman coach, Justin Suhu, was actually a classmate of mine. We both graduated from BHS, class of 2011. Next up is number 4, Nathan Lee. He got a chance to get some good playing time today. He has spent 3 seasons with the team, plans to attend UMass Lowell, and is a master of comedic deadpan delivery. Sorry if I'm sounding a little quieter than usual. There's less noise going on, so I'm trying not to drown out everybody else, or try not to disturb everyone else, I guess. As we see now, we're doing pictures with family as well. So that was Nathan Lee. Next up, to much fanfare, is Kevin Lee, number 11. He spent 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend Johns Hopkins University, and his older brother played the same outside hitter position back when he played at Brookline. So that is Kevin Lee. Another guy who, not usually in the regular rotation, but got some nice playing time today in this win over Braintree. As again, we get pictures taken with the coach and then pictures taken with the family. Next up, that is number 14, Adam Danker. Danker, this is his only season with the volleyball team thus far, and he's turned into a pretty effective middle blocker within the rotation. This is the second senior day of his that I've covered after covering the boys' basketball season as well. Danker plans to attend Northeastern University, and the fun fact I was given, he sprained his ankle during an intense game of hopscotch, but he won, so totally worth it. Next up is number 2, Corey Zeto, one of the team's 2 primary setters, along with Nikhil Wong, and he was everywhere today. He's played 4 seasons with the team and plans to attend Boston College and is the team leader in assists per game at 5.2. Now he takes pictures with the family, and big shout out to his father, who finally corrected me on my pronunciation. I'd been calling him Corey Zeto throughout the year, but the correct pronunciation is Zeto. So nice to have that information correct. And now number 16, Wes Price. Another strong middle blocker along with Danker. While I would say Danker with his large frame is a bit more effective as a blocker, Price is very good at bringing those quick spikes out of the middle to throw defenders off course. He's played 3 seasons with the team and is the team leader in smiles per game. Also, he wants socks for his birthday. This is just what I was given by the coach. I don't know if all of these notes are real, but a part of me really hopes they are. Some of these are just funny. So that was Wes Price. Next up is number 9, Matthew Liu. He got a good chance to play today, a nice chance to put together a nice set of serves, even had 2 aces today. He played 3 seasons with the team and plans to attend UMass Amherst, and he cuts his own hair and does a great job. So that was Matthew Liu. Now, if I heard correctly, this is Coda Sukada, number 3. He played the libero position today. He's also a pretty regular member of the normal rotation, typically checking in as a server. Got some good defensive skills on his repertoire. He has played 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend Boston University, and is a multi-sport athlete. Next up is number 18, Julian Vesneski. Vesneski has played 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend LaSalle University, and started his playing career in volleyball as a libero, a defensive position, and now he's become easily one of the team's top 2 hitters. Top 2, top 3. Him, Orlando Milbauer, and Fletcher Poon are typically the 3 most lethal hitters on this squad. Of course, Poon not a senior, so he didn't get a chance to play today. But Vesneski did lead the team in kills against Natick yesterday in that epic 5-set match, and he even had the game-winning block in a critical Game 3 of their other most recent matchup against Natick in the regular season, where they finished that 3rd set 28-26 to finish what would be a 3-1 match win in that one. So he's had plenty of highlights throughout, plenty of great blocks, plenty of great kills. And finding out that he started out as a defensive player, that's unreal. And last, and certainly not least, the captain, number 21, Zachary Orlando Milbauer. The man's name takes a lot longer to say than everybody else on the team, but it's well worth saying it with the number of highlights he produces as the team's primary outside hitter. He leads the team in kills this season. He's played 4 seasons with the team, and he plans to attend the University of California, Davis next year. Orlando Milbauer, also I think the only senior today who played every single point. Zeto almost did, but had to come out for Nikhil Wong at the later stage. And now we see Orlando Milbauer taking the family picture with his two moms. And you know, I can't think of a better present than getting to see your son ball out on senior day for his two moms right in the middle of Pride Month. It's fun to see. So that, I believe, is the last of it. I think Coach Dana Jones is going to say a few final words. Oh no, we got one more. This is for Toby Mendels. Mendels was not able to play today. He is not dressed, so might be hurt. This is number 23, Toby Mendels. He played 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend Tulane University, and is an aspiring DJ. Mendels, of course, usually a regular member of the rotation, again at that middle hitter position, along with Danker and Price. But he wasn't able to play today. Certainly hope he's able to come back for the playoffs. And now we have Brianna Ufano-Dem. She has spent 4 seasons with the team, plans to attend Tulane University, and is an aspiring podcast host who loves the whole team and hopes they all will accomplish their dreams. So I believe Brianna is a team manager, so it's really nice to see her getting honored alongside the players. And it's nice, again, so many of these players not regular members of the rotation, but they got plenty of time to play today. And so we see the whole group of senior players now lining up as they try and get themselves arranged. From left to right, we've got Adam Danker, Julian Vesneski, Wes Price, Zachary Orlando Milbauer, Kevin Lee, Corey Zeto, Coda Sukada, Stanley Pang, Matthew Liu, and Nathan Lee. This, the Brookline High senior class of 2021. And, you know, like I say, for all of the teams I've been covering throughout this academic year, just a credit for them for taking all of the changes in stride. You know, because of the introduction of the Fall 2 season, this season got pushed back. They haven't had as many games as they would usually have. They haven't been allowed any fans. They've had to play here in a smaller gym in Tappan instead of the usual Schluntz gym, which is bigger and can accommodate fans in the stands. It's been something else for this team as now the coaches join in the picture. And of course, hats off to the coaching staff and all the athletic department staff in general, just for weaving their way through the logistics of one of the most difficult logistical years in high school sports. You know, just the fact that these young men get a chance to play the sport they love and that we, the fans, get to watch, you know, is in large part a testament to their efforts running the ship here at Brookline High. Coach Dana Jones and his staff doing a good job guiding these young men through a weird season and into a top 5 ranking in the state of Massachusetts. And of course, athletic director Pete Rittenberg, a guy I always give a shout out to for, you know, just keeping this thing moving through all the craziness. He's kept this ship afloat, and we're almost done with the final athletic season of the year. And the fact that we made it this far really is a testament to his leadership and the efforts of all the fine athletic department staff underneath him. So it looks like that's going to do it for the senior day ceremony. So that is going to do it for me. For the last time tonight, from Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan signing off. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.